Have you ever stopped to imagine what the last 10 years of your life might really look like? Not the highlight reel, not the dreams, but the reality. Will you still be walking on your own, taking care of yourself, or will someone else be lifting you from your bed, holding your arm to help you move? Here's a truth that's hard to hear, but even harder to ignore. Many people spend their final years not living, but enduring. Trapped in a body that can no longer move freely, relying on others for the simplest tasks, losing not just mobility, but dignity, confidence, and independence. And where does it start? Not with a heart attack, not with memory loss. It starts with your legs. When your legs begin to weaken, you may not even notice at first. A small hesitation before standing up, a hand on the rail going down the stairs, a skipped walk around the block. But over time, the cost grows, the muscles fade, the balance goes, and your world begins to shrink from a wide open life to the four corners of a chair. But let me tell you something powerful. That future is not your destiny. Not if you act now. Not if you understand what your legs are trying to tell you and how to fight back. Because your legs are the foundation of your freedom, and every strong foundation starts with care, attention, and preparation. This video isn't just about health tips. It's a wake-up call, a reminder that you don't have to wait until things fall apart to start rebuilding. This isn't just a video. It might be the earliest warning your future self will thank you for. And trust me, what we're about to cover could change the way you age forever. Why your legs weaken first. The science and the silent warning. Let me ask you something personal. Have you noticed it's getting harder to climb the stairs? Do you find yourself using the armrest to stand up, or holding onto the wall just to keep your balance? If so, you are not alone. And you're not imagining it. There's a scientific reason behind it. And it's something most people don't talk about until it's too late. Here's the truth. After the age of 30, we begin to lose about 3 to 5% of our muscle mass every decade. After 60, that rate can double. This natural process is called muscle atrophy, and it's one of aging's most silent, most dangerous symptoms. But here's what's most surprising. It doesn't start in your arms. It doesn't start in your back. It starts in your legs. Why? Because your legs contain some of the largest and most active muscles in your entire body. Your quads, hamstrings, glutes, calves. They support every step, every climb, every time you rise from a chair. Think of your legs like the foundation of a house. When the foundation starts to crumble, the whole structure begins to shake. Still with me? Here's another way to picture it. Your muscles are like a savings account. When you're young, you're constantly making deposits, strength, endurance, flexibility. But as you age, your body starts making withdrawals. And guess what? Your legs are the first account that starts going into overdraft. And if we ignore those early signs, the consequences can be life-altering. Loss of balance, higher risk of falls. The leading cause of injury-related death in people over 65, dependence on others for basic tasks. A shrinking sense of independence and joy. Suddenly, that short walk to the mailbox feels like a mountain. That favorite chair becomes harder to get out of. And worst of all, you start to pull back from life just to stay safe. Brief pause. But here's the part that changes everything. This isn't a one-way street. Muscle loss can be slowed and even reversed if you take the right steps. And that's exactly what we're about to do next, because your legs aren't just for walking. They are your lifeline to freedom, confidence, and control over your own life. And that journey, the one that leads back to strength, starts right now. A true story. A senior American stands up and reclaims his life. Let me tell you a story about someone who might remind you of you. His name is Frank. He's 74 years old, a retired firefighter from a small town in Ohio. A man who once ran into burning buildings. Now, he was struggling just to stand up from his favorite recliner. I used to charge into danger, he told me, laughing softly. But lately, I've been losing battles with my own legs. Frank's decline didn't happen overnight. It started slowly, quietly, like it often does. He paused a little longer on the stairs, skipped his usual walks to the corner store. And one day he canceled dinner with his family, not because he didn't want to go, but because he didn't trust his body to carry him there. Then came the fall. One simple slip in the shower. No bones broken, but something much more fragile. His confidence was shattered. Later that night, Frank turned to his wife and said, "Maybe this is just what getting old looks like." But she looked at him and said, "Or maybe it's what getting older looks like if you do nothing about it." That moment changed everything. That same week, Frank made a quiet promise to himself. No big speeches, no dramatic transformations, just 3 small changes that would soon reshape his future. 1. He changed what he put on his plate, choosing foods that fuel strength. 2. He added just 5 minutes of light movement each morning, even if it was just standing up and marching in place. 3. Most importantly, he showed up for himself every day, no matter what. 6 months later, Frank walks a full mile each morning, rain or shine, with his dog Buddy. He climbs his front porch steps without holding the railing. And just a few weeks ago, he danced at his granddaughter's wedding. That one dance, he told me, tears in his eyes, was worth every step I took to get there. Now, I want to ask you something. What about your legs? Are they as steady as they once were? Do you find yourself hesitating before standing up? Do you sometimes reach for the wall just to feel safe? Because if you've noticed even the smallest changes, don't ignore them. Don't wait. The sooner you act, the stronger your results will be. And you might be wondering, what exactly did Frank eat? What helped him rebuild his strength so quickly? That's what I'm going to share with you next. 3 powerful, science-backed foods that help rebuild muscle, protect your joints, and keep your independence right where it belongs, with you. And trust me, the third one just might surprise you. Food 1, fatty fish, the motor oil for your joints and muscles. Now that we've seen how fragile our leg strength can become with age, let's talk about how to fight back. Starting right on your plate. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't need trendy powders or hard-to-find ingredients. What you need might already be in your fridge. Let's begin with one of the most powerful allies in your journey to stronger, more reliable legs: fatty fish. I'm talking about salmon, sardines, mackerel, and tuna. Delicious, simple, and packed with the fuel your legs are craving. Here's why fatty fish is such a game changer out, especially after 60. First up, omega-3 fatty acids. These are what I call the motor oil for your joints and muscles. They help reduce inflammation, keep your joints lubricated, and make each movement, each step, feel smoother and more comfortable. Without omega-3s, every joint in your body starts to run dry, stiff, and noisy, like an engine without oil. But that's just the start. Fatty fish is also loaded with high-quality protein, the raw material your body needs to rebuild muscle tissue. Each time you move, climb stairs, or take a walk, your muscles experience micro-tears. Protein is what repairs them, stronger than before. And if you're over 60, your body actually needs more protein than ever because it becomes less efficient at using it. Fatty fish helps close that gap, naturally. Finally, these fish are rich in vitamin D, a critical nutrient that helps your body absorb calcium. Without it, your bones can become weak even if you're eating enough dairy. Vitamin D helps strengthen your foundation from the inside out. Now, you might be wondering, how do I fit more of this into my day? It's easier than you think. Dinner, try a piece of baked or grilled salmon with lemon and fresh herbs. Lunch, a tuna salad with olive oil, chopped veggies, and whole grain crackers is perfect. Snack, keep canned sardines or mackerel on hand. Protein-packed, shelf-stable, and ready in seconds. Not a fan of seafood? No problem. There are plant-based options like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts, or fish oil supplements if needed. The goal is to make sure your body is getting this golden fuel every single week. And here's a fact that might surprise you. Studies show that older adults who regularly eat fatty fish experience muscle loss 20% slower than those who don't. 20%. That's not a small difference. That's the kind of edge that keeps you walking longer, climbing easier, and living stronger. So the next time you sit down for a meal, remember this. You're not just eating fish, you're investing in your legs, your independence, and your future. And that is just food hash 1. The next one, it's something you've probably loved since childhood, and it turns out your bones and muscles love it too. Let's move on. Food 2, Greek yogurt and dairy, the silent strength for your bones and muscles. All right, now that you've seen how fatty fish can fuel your muscles, let's talk about another food group that often flies under the radar, but quietly supports every single step you take. Greek yogurt and dairy. Now before you say, isn't that just for kids? Let me stop you right there, because if you're over 60, Dairy is one of the smartest nutritional tools you can use to keep your legs strong, your bones dense, and your body moving freely. Let's break it down. First, protein. Every time you move, stand, sit, walk, climb stairs, your muscles experience tiny micro-tears. That's normal. But your body needs protein to repair and rebuild those muscles stronger than before. And here's the kicker. As we age, we become less efficient at turning protein into muscle. That's why foods like Greek yogurt, milk, and cheese are so powerful. They provide high-quality, fast-absorbing protein right when your body needs it most. Think of it like sending a construction crew to your muscles with the exact materials they need to rebuild your strength. Second, calcium and vitamin D. These two work as a team. Calcium builds bone density. Vitamin D helps your body absorb it. Without enough of both, even strong muscles won't matter because your bones won't be able to hold you up. You can't build a tall house on a weak foundation, and your bones are that foundation. Dairy delivers both, naturally. And if you're lactose intolerant, no worries. Many plant-based milks are fortified with calcium and vitamin D too. Third, probiotics. You'll find these in fermented dairy like Greek yogurt. They help improve digestion and nutrient absorption, which means your body can actually use the good stuff you're eating. And when digestion works better, energy improves, mobility improves, everything improves. So, how do you get more of this good stuff? Let's make it simple. Breakfast? Try a bowl of unsweetened Greek yogurt with fresh blueberries and a handful of walnuts. Snack time? A slice of cheddar cheese with apple slices. Easy, balanced, and delicious. Before bed? A warm cup of milk can help you sleep deeper, which also supports muscle recovery overnight. Your muscles grow while you sleep, but only if you give them the right materials before you rest. Here's the bottom line. Dairy isn't just for kids. It's a secret weapon for seniors who want to stay strong, steady, and independent. And the best part? You don't need to make huge changes. Just 1 or 2 servings a day, and you'll feel the difference in your legs and your life. Pause. Now, ready for the next food? This one might surprise you. It's leafy, it's green, and it's way more powerful than you think. Let's move on. Food 3. Leafy greens, the silent superfood that saves your legs and your brain. All right, now it's time for the third powerhouse food. And let me tell you, this one often gets overlooked. It's not fancy. It doesn't come in a shiny bottle or a trendy packet, but it just might be the most powerful food group of them all. Leafy greens. I'm talking about spinach, kale, collard greens, and arugula. The dark, vibrant greens that your body, and especially your legs, absolutely crave. So what makes these greens so special? First, they're packed with vitamin K. This vitamin acts like a lock and key system for your bones, helping calcium stay inside your skeleton where it belongs. Without it, even if you're getting calcium, it may never reach your bones. Vitamin K is like the glue that helps calcium stick to your skeleton instead of floating away. Second, they're full of magnesium and potassium. These are the minerals your muscles use to contract, relax, and recover. They help prevent cramping, stiffness, and fatigue, all things that hold you back from moving freely. No more waking up with that awful leg cramp in the middle of the night. Greens help with that too. And third, leafy greens are rich in antioxidants. These compounds fight inflammation and oxidative stress, 2 major culprits behind muscle aging, joint pain, and even memory loss. Now here's where things get really interesting. A study out of London found something incredible. Older adults with stronger leg muscles scored 20–30% higher on memory and thinking tests than those with weak legs. Why? Because your legs don't just move your body, they stimulate your brain. Every time you walk, your leg muscles send signals that help boost blood flow, oxygen, and even the creation of new brain cells. Every handful of greens you eat today is 1 stronger step tomorrow and 1 clearer memory down the road. So how do you make leafy greens a regular part of your day? Easy. Breakfast, scramble a few eggs with spinach for a savory morning start. Lunch? Toss kale with olive oil, lemon juice, and a sprinkle of Parmesan for a crisp, brain-boosting salad. Dinner? Lightly sauté collard greens with garlic for a flavorful, nutrient-rich side dish. Simple, delicious, powerful. And now that you've seen all 3 foods, let's pause and reflect for just a second. These aren't trends. They're not gimmicks. They are your personal weapons in the fight for freedom, strength, and independence. The best part? They're affordable. They're easy to find. And they're ready for you to add to your life, starting right now. And just when you thought it couldn't get better, Up next, I'll show you the daily habits that turn these foods into long-lasting results. Because eating right is just one part of the journey. Living strong is the next. Let's keep going. Daily habit. 1. Gentle movement. Every day, no matter what. So, we've talked about the food that fuels your strength. Now let's talk about what brings that strength to life, your daily habits. Because here's the truth. You don't have to run marathons to stay strong, but you do have to move. And I'm not talking about intense workouts or lifting heavy weights. I'm talking about simple, gentle movement. The kind that gets your blood flowing and your muscles working without stress or strain. Here's what that could look like. 1. Take a brisk walk, 20 to 30 minutes a day. It doesn't need to be fast. It doesn't need to be far. But walking, especially outdoors, is one of the most powerful exercises for your legs, your balance, your circulation, and your confidence. Every step you take is a message to your body that says, I'm not done yet. 2. After each meal, move for 5-10 minutes. Walk around the house, do a few laps through the hallway, stand up, stretch, swing your legs a little. Why? Because right after eating, your muscles are ready to use that energy, and that movement helps trigger muscle repair and reduce stiffness. Don't sit and settle, move and activate. 3. Can't walk, no problem. Do a seated leg lift instead. Find a sturdy chair, sit tall, then slowly lift one leg at a time. Hold for a moment and lower gently. Do this 10 times per leg, 2 to 3 times a day. It might sound small, but those small movements add up, big time. Strength doesn't come from intensity, it comes from consistency. And here's the part I want you to remember. It's not about going fast, it's about not stopping. You're not chasing speed, you're preserving strength, you're protecting freedom, one motion at a time. And just a few minutes a day can keep you out of the danger zone, out of the fall zone, out of the I need help getting out of this chair zone. So starting tomorrow, or even starting right now, ask yourself, what's one small movement you can do that your future self will thank you for? Because the longer you stay still, the faster strength slips away. And the beautiful part is, you have the power to change that. Habit 2. Drink more water. Support your muscles and fight fatigue. Here's something most people overlook when it comes to leg strength. Your muscles are 75% water. Even mild dehydration weakens them. That means you could eat all the right foods. You could walk every morning, but if you're not drinking enough water, your legs still won't perform at their best. Think about it like this. Water is like oil in an engine. Without it, things grind, overheat, and eventually break down. So let's make it simple. Start your day with a warm glass of water, before the coffee, before the tea. It's a gentle way to wake up your body, hydrate your muscles, and get things flowing. Sip slowly throughout the day. Don't wait until you feel thirsty, because by then your muscles have already started to suffer. Tiny sips, steady hydration. That's the key. Use a personal water bottle. Keep it near you, at your desk, by your chair, in the car. It's a small habit that makes a big difference. And if plain water isn't your favorite, try adding lemon, cucumber, or a splash of fruit juice. Whatever gets you sipping works. Because here's the truth. Strong legs aren't just built in the gym. They're built one glass of water at a time. Habit 3. Prioritize sleep, the hidden key to stronger legs. Here's a little known secret. Your legs don't grow stronger during exercise. They grow stronger while you sleep. Yeah, sleep isn't just rest. It's recovery. It's when your muscles rebuild, when your nervous system resets, and when your body turns today's effort into tomorrow's strength. So how do you make sleep your secret weapon? Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. That's not a luxury. That's a necessity for anyone over 60 who wants to stay mobile, steady, and independent. Turn off screens at least 1 hour before bed. The blue light from phones and TVs interferes with melatonin, your body's natural sleep hormone. Create a calm bedtime routine, a warm cup of milk, a mug of herbal tea, soft music, light stretching, anything that tells your body it's time to wind down. And remember, every strong step you take tomorrow begins with a good night's rest tonight. Let your sleep work for you. Let it rebuild you. Let it be the foundation that supports every move you make. Ready for one more simple but powerful habit that pulls it all together? Let's move to habit 4. Habit 4. The mental shift. Remind yourself and recognize progress. Now here's a habit that most people ignore. but it might just be the one that holds everything together. It's not physical. It's not something you can buy, but it's powerful, and it starts in your mind. Strength doesn't just come from muscles, it comes from mindset. If you want to keep your legs strong, you have to believe that what you're doing matters. So here's a simple tip. Each evening, take just 2 minutes to reflect. Ask yourself, how far did I walk today? What did I eat that made my body stronger? What small win did I create today? It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be big. But when you track your progress, even in tiny steps, you start to see your journey. And more importantly, you start to own it. You can write it down in a notebook, use a notes app, or just say it out loud in front of the mirror. And while you're at it, remind yourself, I'm not just investing in my health, I'm investing in my freedom. Because every walk you take, every glass of water, every stretch before bed, every leafy green on your plate is a step toward a future where you stay in control. Part 5. Wrap up your freedom, one habit at a time. Let's take a deep breath and zoom out. What have you built just by doing 4 small things? Moving your body each day, drinking water to keep your muscles awake, sleeping to let your strength grow back, and reminding yourself that you're worth the effort. That's not just routine, that's a system. With just 4 simple habits, movement, hydration, rest, and reflection, you're protecting something priceless, strong legs and a life of freedom well into your later years. And that is something worth showing up for every single day. Now, are you ready to take things even further? Because next, we'll explore easy, at-home exercises to build even more strength, balance, and confidence in your legs. No equipment needed. Let's keep going. Simple at-home exercises. Build leg strength, improve balance, prevent falls. Let's face it, the idea of working out can feel intimidating, especially as we get older. But here's the truth. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. And you definitely don't need to be in your 30s. All you need is a little space, a little consistency, and a big yes to yourself. These next exercises are safe, simple, and designed specifically to help you strengthen your legs, improve balance, and dramatically reduce your risk of falling, right from home. Let's begin. Leg strength exercises. No gym needed. Chair squats. Sit in a sturdy chair with feet flat on the floor. Now stand up slowly, then sit back down with control. Do 10 to 15 reps. Keep your back straight and avoid using your hands for support. This move strengthens your thighs and glutes, the muscles that help you get up from a chair, walk steadily, and climb stairs with ease. It doesn't just make standing easier, it makes walking safer. Calf raises. Stand next to a counter or chair for balance. Slowly raise your heels off the ground. Pause for 1 second, then lower back down. Do 2 to 3 sets of 10 reps. To level up, try doing one leg at a time. Your calves are your second heart. Every time you lift your heels, you're pumping blood back to your body. Step-ups. Find a low, sturdy step or block. Step up with one foot, then bring the other foot up. Step down the same way. Repeat 10 times per leg. Focus on squeezing your thighs and glutes as you step. Hold onto a railing or countertop for support if needed. Stability matters more than speed. Balance exercises. Simple but powerful single leg stands. Stand near a counter or wall. Lift one foot off the ground and balance for 10 to 15 seconds. Switch legs. As you improve, try closing your eyes or standing on a soft surface like a pillow. Every second you hold your balance, you're pushing back against the fear of falling. Tai Chi or gentle yoga. YouTube has excellent videos made for seniors. Just search Tai Chi for balance or gentle yoga for seniors. Aim for 2 to 3 sessions per week. Not only will your balance improve, but so will your posture, coordination, and peace of mind. Bonus, rebounding. The underrated leg workout. Yes, it looks like child's play. Yes, it's surprisingly fun. But this mini trampoline exercise packs a serious punch for your legs, your heart, and your immune system. Start with a safe rebounder with a handlebar. Lightly bounce for 1 to 2 minutes each morning. Gradually increase to 5 or more minutes, adding variety like knee lifts or light twisting motions. Here's what the research says. Rebounding strengthens the calves, glutes, and thighs. It helps reduce swelling in the legs. It stimulates your lymphatic system, boosting immune response. It improves mood, energy, and reduces stress. Every bounce helps your legs, your circulation, and your smile. And the best part? It's low impact, easy on the joints, fun to do, and yes, it still counts as real exercise. Inspirational close. You don't need a trainer. You don't need to move fast. You just need a few square feet of space and the decision to stand up for yourself. Your legs will thank you, and before long, you'll walk with the kind of confidence that feels brand new. Coming up next, let's bring it all together with a message that will stay with you long after this video ends. Stay with me. The inspirational close. Choose strength, live free, start today. We've come a long way together in this video, and if there's one thing I hope stays with you, it's this. Your legs are not just for walking, they are the foundation of your freedom, your memory, and your heart. We've seen that whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s, you are not powerless. You can reclaim your strength. You can rebuild your balance. You can take back control, one step at a time. So what now? Let's bring it all home. Eat smart with the 3 golden foods we covered. Move your body, even just a few minutes each day. Build 4 simple habits: hydration, sleep, movement, and mindset. And remind yourself every day, small actions done consistently become powerful steps toward a stronger body and a more independent life. Now picture this. You step out the door in the morning. Steady, confident, no handrail needed. You climb the porch steps without hesitation. You lift your grandchild into your arms without fearing a fall. You dance at your daughter's wedding, not as a spectator, but as a gift to yourself. That future, it's real, it's waiting, and it begins with your choice, today. And just so you know, I'm not a doctor. I'm just someone who's seen hundreds of people like you, who once said, maybe it's too late. And then step by step, breath by breath, bite by bite, they took their life back, and so can you. If this video helped you in any way, do me a favor. 1. Tap that like button, so YouTube shows it to more people who need it. 2. Hit subscribe, because every week I'll be right here with more tips, stories, and tools to help you stay strong and live well after 60. 3. And most importantly, leave a comment below and tell me, what's the first thing you're going to do for your legs starting today? I read every single comment, and I truly want to know where your journey begins. Oh, and one more thing. We're giving away 100 free copies of our ebook, Longevity Secrets for Seniors, to the first folks who comment this week. So, if you're watching early, don't miss out. And I'll leave you with this. Age may bring silver hair and wrinkled skin, but whether your legs keep moving or give up, that's a choice only you can make. Thank you for being here, and always remember, you're not slowing down, you're just getting started. See you in the next video. Until then, stay strong, stay active, and keep moving forward.